Hello, scrappers! Tonight I'm going to be scrapping this. This is a Clopane wrapping unit. You would have a roll of material on this, plastic material. These rubber rollers here would keep your roll from wobbling side to side. You could tighten this to snug these up so your roll doesn't continue moving. You would have a piece of your material going underneath and a piece of your material going over, and you'd have it looped underneath these bars, and you would lift this up to create a loop, and then you can slide your item that you're shrink wrapping into your loop, and you'd pull it down and cut it on this hot wire, and then you'd flip it and flop it on this hot plate to shrink to plastic wrap. This thing is old and she don't work. It was given to me to scrap. Clopane wrapping unit, Clopay Corporation. Plastic film division. Let's see how heavy this is. Magnet doesn't stick to hardly anything on this. This is quite heavy. So this will be a good scrapping score. Close to 30 pounds. 29 pounds, I'm guessing. Oh, right off the bat, see, magnet doesn't stick to, magnet sticks to that and that. Those are aluminum. There's bearings in the end. This is a common size, of course not. I think I'm going to start by trying to get these bearings out. Okay, they're going to just be finger tight for me. Oh, the whole center shaft is spinning. That's the size. So I'm going to hold it on this end and spin it off on this end. And the same with this one. So we got some tin for the tin bucket. That's actually a pretty nice rod. I might hang on to that. I had a giant mosquito on my leg. There we go. Another piece of tin. That's a pretty nice rod. I might save that for projects. We got some rubber donut. Looks like it might come in handy. I might not throw that away. Now, how are these pressed in? These roller bearings, because these have to come off of the aluminum. Let's see if I can get lucky and just pull them out. Look at that. So we got some tin for the tin bucket. Some aluminum. Never scrapped one of these before. Now, I bet this is also steel. Is that brass? Looks like brass. That's brass, all right. Score. Does the magnet stick to, where's my magnet go? Here it is. Magnet sticks to that little piece. See if I can just tap that out. That can stay on there, because that's threaded. And that's a little piece of steel. That can stay on there. I'm going to sneak that in. I'm not seeing any more nuts that sized, so I can put this away. I do see flatheads. Oh my God, do I hate flatheads. I need a little baby flathead. Oh my God, do I hate flatheads. Magnet sticks to that. And these just hold the little badge on. There it is. Clopane wrapping unit. I'm going to save that. That's a neat little badge. Looks as though I might have to cut that. Bendy down. Ah! Now does that rod slide out? I may just have to sneak that in too, because that's non-magnetic stainless. That's non-magnetic stainless. Another flathead. Oh my goodness, do I hate flatheads. Oh my goodness. Flatheads are the devil. I'm going to cut this bar and slide them out. Now that edge is going to be hot and sharp. I want to avoid touching that. Nice piece of aluminum. Oh, look at this old-fashioned, old-timey wiring. What's holding this heat plate on? Oh my God, do I hate flatheads. Another little piece of aluminum. Watch me cut my fingers. Ah! Oh, flathead. Oh. You almost went in the tin bucket, buddy. You got lucky. Oh, look at that transformer. Little brass screws. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Hold the nut. Cut the wire. Sounds like a pretty decent switch. Cut the wire. I'm going to call this number 2 insulated. How does this heat plate come off? Oh, we got large flatheads. Maybe the small one will work. There's a bunch of them. I hate flatheads because there's only 2 directions that they work in. Oh, magnet sticks to the screws. What is this nut made out of? This magnet does not stick to these nuts. Those are stainless. No, they can't be. There's no sparks. The form of a brass. White brass, maybe. I got one more stupid screw to take out. And then hopefully we're done with flatheads. And there's your heat plate. Got more flatheads holding the heat plate together. Oh my goodness. Flatheads are just pure Satan. This is going to be copper thermal pyro. This electrode. I'm going to throw this whole thing right in my number 2 copper bucket. See that copper colored? The whole thing right in my number 2 copper bucket. Some more aluminum. That's a nice... There's copper wires running through this. I'm going to cut these off as close as I can. Make it look like I tried at least. And I'm going to throw this in my cast aluminum bucket. Here we go. These will go in the tin bucket. And this will go right in the cast aluminum bucket. Steel BX cable. And these ends are going to be brass. I'm not totally sure because of... they're brass alright. See, I'm not totally sure because of how old this machine is. I do have to get... that's stainless. I do have to get the stainless off. I bet there's more. Oh yeah, there's more rivets. I have to get this rivet off and this rivet off. Push too hard. Is this stainless? No, definitely aluminum. So now this should come off. That's the plan. There we go. Well, now we have a nice big piece of aluminum. And that'll go right in my aluminum bucket in the other garage. Now, how do I get this apart? Fuse for the tin bucket. More flatheads. Ugh. Of course, there's a nut behind it. But that brass plate, but that's a brass plate in there. Who knows, these might even be brass screws. We got brass screws too. How do these come out? Easy way. Little pieces of brass. A nice little transformer. You're getting the copper out of that in a little while. And there's going to be some brass inside of this little device. There's a brass nut behind this. Probably start it by hand. Start it with a, there we go. Start it with the channel locks and finish her off with by hand. More brass. And more brass. No, look brassy. You fooled me. Huh. That screwdriver flew right up in the air and landed right on my head. Oh, that was funny. Good thing my head's full of rocks. Put the layer on the back so I can pull it through. Now what is holding this on? Looks like some flatheads. I just got to get the set screw in this maybe. And some garbage. 2 more flatheads, and I think we are done with the flatheads. Some more old dirty sheet. Oh, 2 more flatheads. I keep saying 2 more. There's always 2 more. But I am going to save that switch. They don't make stuff like they used to. That's a nice heavy duty switch. Do I have the other piece for it? Yes, I do. I am saving that. That's going in the hoard. You got the plug end. That's solid copper. That's solid copper right there. That's going to go right in my #1 copper bucket. It's not quite bare bright. Actually, let me get a little scrape off of this. That's going to go in my #2 copper bucket. Ugh, 2 more flatheads. Those look like they came with brass screws, though. Those are brass. And this is going to have a potentiometer in it. This is going to have a swiper and some brass plates. Ouch. One more tin for the tin bucket. Ouch. There we go. Oh, I was kind of hoping that'd be brass. Some more brass. This is all going to go in the tin bucket. All these ends here are brass. Going to cut all these off. Some #2 insulated. All of this is #2 insulated. All these little tiny bits, they do add up. Scrap prices are low now, but they're going to go up eventually. I'll be ready with my big bucket full of brass. Oh, there's the on-off thing for the switch. Saving that. More #2 insulated and some more brass. More brass. We're going to get the plug ends out. I always grab a glove for these. Can't tell you how many times I've sliced my hand open doing exactly this. Right there, boom. I would have did it right there. Technically, this is still copper bearing because I didn't pull the copper out of it. So we got some copper bearing. And all I got left now is a transformer. And, of course, you know, screws that I will pick up. Everything goes in the scrap bucket. You guys know that. This looks like a pretty straightforward, easy transformer. And since this is an older one, I know that's going to be all copper. Now you could take this just the way it is. Ah, it's got all the stupid tape in there. Nope. Not cutting her open. Not quite the jackpot. This one's actually worth more because of its weight, selling it as electric motor. My scrapyard will buy it just like that, because you can see all those layers of tape in there. I'd spend forever cutting this thing apart. So looks like we're done. Let's see how we did. We got 27 pounds on the scale. Zero it out. If I can find the button. It's not going to tear unless it finds... There we go. There we go, I got it. So for aluminum, oh yeah, that's gonna go in my big garbage barrel in the other garage. For aluminum, I got 15 pounds of aluminum. Not too bad. Almost 5 pounds of cast aluminum. Two and a half pounds of non-magnetic stainless. Goes in that bucket. Three-quarters of a pound of number 2 insulated. About 1/10 of a pound of number 2 copper. And some copper bearing. And I'm going to get electric motor price for this, transformer price, almost 2 pounds. Go down there for now. And almost 2.5 pounds of tin for the tin bucket. These were stainless, I remember. Non-magnetic stainless. Now for the good part. Now for the brass. We'll go to ounces. 3 ounces. I think I dropped a piece. While I'm down here, I'll pick up some stainless. People think I'm crazy, but it all adds up. You never know, I might have to trade some of that for some ramen noodles. You know, times are tough right now. So just remember, guys, scrap is everywhere. All you gotta do is find it, sort it, and hoard it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.